on the porch today, enjoying this gorgeous weather. Today is the first day of fall, so I can officially say happy fall, y'all. And I am so excited to start to plant my fall garden type stuff. So I know a lot of y'all have started some raised beds, or you've started planting some gardens. Maybe your summer stuff is starting to die back, but don't give up. Growing season is not over yet. There are still a ton of things we planted in the fall that will be useful to you to grow through even into the winter months. But there's actually a lot of things that prefer to be planted in the fall. So most people just think of springtime as being the time for you to plant your garden. But the fall planting season is just as important, if not more important, for some things that I consider extremely important for sustainability. Those are things that are going to need planted in the fall. So I have a whole to-do list this week. Since today's the first day of fall, I'm going to be trying to knock out that to-do list of the things I need to plant for fall. A lot of those I'm going to try to plant this week, and I'll try to make a quick video of the different, maybe like categories of plants that I will be planting this fall. So today I went to the store and I bought herbs. I have the perfect little place that I guess it used to be a flower bed. It's already like a raised bed, and there's nothing growing in it right now. So I am going to be making that my herb garden. So I'm really excited about that. And most herbs prefer to be planted in the fall because it's going to give their root systems plenty of time to really take hold before the cold weather sets in. And springs, especially where I'm at, they can be kind of iffy. Like they can get really warm really quick. That can cause a little bit of stress to the plants. With it cooling off, all the plants are kind of getting a break from the stress. So by me planting these herbs right now in the fall, that is going to give them a good head start on springtime. They're going to have probably 8 weeks before we have any heavy frost for their root systems to really develop. And then once after a few good freezes, I will trim them back and mulch over them. Most herbs are perennials, and they will have that established root system in place. And so when springtime rolls around and I uncover them, they're just going to be ready to go. Like the root system's already going to be established. It would take 8 extra weeks for those root systems to get really established if I wait to plant them in the springtime. So really I'm just giving these plants a head start. And there are some of them that I will be able to harvest from even up into the cold months in winter, that they won't mind the cold at all. So I am really excited. I've never had a actual just one contained spot for herbs. I have grown some inside, and now that I am somewhere where I know I will be for hopefully several years to come, I feel more comfortable in spending the money to put in an actual perennial herb garden that's going to, have plenty of time to grow and establish itself. So I cannot wait to get these in the ground. I'm really excited about this. And later on through the week, I have some other things that I will be planting that are also really important. And yeah, I've been looking forward to this week for quite a while. I can't wait to get planting. Kind of left my summer garden behind before it was really done. There was still stuff ripening and get ready to ripen whenever I moved. So I don't know, I kind of felt like I was left hanging with my summer garden because I was in the middle of moving. So I feel like I just can't wait to have another chance to get some stuff in the ground and get these things started planted, and so they can get started growing. And I just love to plant stuff, so this is going to be, it's a good day. And it is amazing weather, so I can't wait to show you guys what I'm going to plant. So I'm going to take you over and show you the plants that I bought for herbs, just informational wise. Any herbs that are like more woody stemmed, you're going to want to make sure that you plant those so that they have plenty of time to adjust before it gets cold, or that will be stressful to them. And most of the perennial herbs, they're going to do great when you plant them in the fall. And I mean, there are a few annual herbs. You know, it wouldn't really do you much good to plant them right now because they're going to be out of season before long, but I will give you a list of the ones that are good to plant in the fall, and they are a lot of your classics. Parsley and sage, rosemary, chives, I believe dill. I believe chives and dill both do really good in the cold weather also. Lavender, which I have not found lavender yet. It's a kind of a hard plant to find around here. Cilantro, mint, oregano, thyme. All of those herbs are really good to plant in the fall. They're going to do just fine unless you live somewhere that's just crazy cold. We live in East Tennessee. We do have some cold winter weather, but it usually doesn't get here till like December. So I know I have plenty of time for these to get established before the cold really sets in. And even when it does get cold, I am going to allow them to just be for the first couple of hard freezes. I'm not going to do anything to these until after probably our second or third hard freeze of the season, and then I will cut them back to about, some of the hardier ones I will cut back to about 4 inches off the ground, and then I'll just put a layer of mulch around them. Some of the more tender ones I may actually you know, totally cover them with mulch, but my plans are to just cut these back lower to the ground and to mulch them really good to keep the root systems, to keep them protected, and I think that they're all going to be fine. And so, yeah, fall is going to be a great time for you to plant herbs if you've never planted them before. Maybe you've planted a few and you would like to add some more. So, if you have the space, some of your summer garden is dying back, make some space, make yourself a little corner, and go ahead and plant you some herbs. Make sure that that place that you are planning on putting most of your herbs is going to be a place that it will be okay for these to continue to grow for years to come, because when you put in a perennial, that is something that will come back every year. They're going to keep coming back and growing, and they can actually get quite large. That's going to be my next tip before we plant these, to allow your plenty of space, because herbs can get sometimes up to 4 and 6 feet wide and around, depending on what they are. They can really kind of spread out and take up a lot of space, so you don't want to plant your herbs super close together. Some of the ones that are closer to the ground, they might not take up as much space. You need to read your spacing labels really closely. Do your research on which ones will grow larger, and make sure that you plan that accordingly as you are planting your herbs. And don't forget to mark them in case you forget exactly where you planted them, with maybe some stones or some cute just little markers, because they are going to die back in the winter time, and then when they do decide to pop their little heads up in spring, you want to know what is surviving, so you know if you do need to replant anything. So after you plant your herbs this fall, make sure that you mark what you planted as well at some point in time. So I'm going to go show you what I bought, and then we are going to go plant. Okay guys, so I am over here where I have the herbs that I bought, and I will go through them for you. These are, first one I have here, this is a flat-leafed Italian parsley. This is going to be your more standard type parsley for cooking. So I have that. Whoops. Okay. This is what that right there is. I have a couple of those. It says that you're going to want to space these about 2 feet apart, so that's going to give you an idea about how much room they're going to need. I'll probably actually plant them even a little further apart than that. So I have that one. Then we have oregano, which has been a little harder to find. So I was excited to be able to get some of these. This is a Greek oregano, and it is also going to be planted about 2 feet apart. It can grow up to 2 feet high and probably around as well. So there's the oregano. Okay. Okay. This one's looking a little sad. It needs watered really fast. But this is chamomile. That's like what you would make tea with. These make such pretty little plants with pretty flowers that you would dry to make your teas with. These will actually grow pretty tall. So let's see. They need spaced about 2 feet apart. And they will also grow at least 2 feet tall, if not taller. So I have some chamomile. I have some different mints here. Oh, these smell amazing. Okay, these are a mint combo of sweet mint, peppermint, and spearmint. So I'm really excited about this. So those are already really established and looking good. They probably have been in this container for quite a while and really need to be planted up anyway. Oh, they smell so good. Alrighty, I have sage. So there's that, if you can see the leaves and what they look like. The sage is going to be planted about 3 feet apart. So that's going to give you an idea how large this plant can actually get. And yeah, it can get about 3 feet tall, 3 feet wide. So we have garden sage. And most of these need full sun. There's some of them that will do okay in partial shade, but for the most part I just go ahead and plant them all in full sun. There's very few herbs that do not enjoy plenty of sunshine. Okay, like this is another oregano. It says part shade, but I will plant it next to something that will be a taller plant and that'll shade it naturally a little bit. So yeah, once again that'll be about 3 feet. Let's see, what have I not done? Oh, we have basil. So I'm going to plant these. I don't know if they will hold out or come back. Worst case scenario, I will just go ahead and harvest the leaves off of these plants. They'll have plenty of time to continue to grow, like a month at least. Worst case scenario, I will go ahead and I will just harvest these, but I went and bought them while I had them. That is basil, sweet basil, and it needs to be planted about 3 feet apart as well. It will grow quite tall. Oh, and everything over here smells amazing. Let's see. We have parsley, we have, oh, there we go. Parsley. Okay, so the other things that I bought, and this is not all that I will be planting, but this is all that we have right now. Dill and the dill and the chives and the cilantro, I believe. They will probably not even be on the shelves for a few more weeks when they come in. I will plant some of those as well. Dill and chives do very well in the cooler weather. So here we have, oh, this is more of the Italian parsley. I already went over that. In lavender, I did not get lavender yet, and I definitely want lavender. That's one of the main things I went after. I think I'm just going to go ahead and order the lavender. It seems like nowhere locally ever has lavender. So anyway, so that might be a while before I get that planted. And this, oh, this smells so good. This is called lemon thyme. This is great on salads. So I'm excited to plant that. It smells wonderful. It's so refreshing. It smells just like lemon. That is amazing. And it will be planted at least 2 feet apart. And its height will get up to 12. This is going to spread out more along the ground, but it can get up to 1 foot tall. So that is, this just smells amazing. This and the mint are probably just aroma-wise 2 of my favorites. So I am going to have the kids help me make some markers for these, and then we're going to go out, weed the garden area, and get these in the ground. Hope you guys have a great first day of fall, and here in the next day or 2 I will make another video. I have actually bought other plants besides just these, and that will be going in next. So alright, I'm gonna go get to work. Y'all have a good day. Okay, well, everything is planted. I attempted to record me planting these, and I realized I recorded it all with the cap on. So, oh well, now it's done, and I will turn the camera around and show you this little flower bed behind us. I had lots of weeding to do from crabgrass that had grown in it to get ready for it, so that took a little while, but I got everything planted, and I will turn it around and show you. Area. I'll probably add some stepping stones so I can get in there to harvest everything. And hopefully I can get these rose bushes, feed them, and get them doing a little better. Got some ground cover, got some like little monkey grass, I think. Maybe a couple of hostas in here too. So, and then we will have our flagpole. Alright guys, so that was it, and it is about time for me to go make some supper, so hope you guys have a, ooh, sun is in my eyes, I'm trying to escape it. Hope you guys have a good day. Bye.